Could eating just one hamburger a week send your blood pressure soaring out of control? Fast food, from crispy fried chicken to juicy burgers, is a staple for many. But it might be doing more than adding inches to your waistline. It could be silently wreaking havoc on your heart, blood vessels, and even your memory. For those over 60, these quick meals, often seen as a fun treat, can come with hidden risks. The grease, salt, and chemicals in fast food don't just satisfy your cravings. They can set the stage for serious health issues. So, what's really in that drive-thru order, and how is it affecting your body? In this video, we'll uncover why fast food is a silent threat to older adults. From its role in obesity and high blood pressure to the sneaky preservatives that linger in every bite. Backed by leading US experts, we'll share the facts and practical tips to protect your health without giving up the foods you love. Stick with us to learn how small changes can make a big difference for your heart and vitality. Let's start with a startling possibility. Did you know that a small fast food habit could lead to gaining nearly 10 pounds in a single year? Fast food, with its towering burgers, crispy fries, and sugary sodas, is engineered to taste irresistible, but it's also packed with ingredients that can tip the scales against your health, especially for older adults. Fast food is a calorie bomb. A typical fast food meal, like a cheeseburger, medium fries, and a soda, can easily clock in at 900 to 1,200 calories. Nearly half the daily recommendation for most adults over 60, according to the Dietary Guidelines for Americans. Compare that to a home-cooked meal of grilled chicken, steamed vegetables, and brown rice, which might total just 450 calories. The difference adds up quickly. Why does this matter? Calories beyond what your body needs are stored as fat, often around the belly, a dangerous area for older adults. The Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health reports that visceral fat, the kind that surrounds your organs, increases the risk of obesity-related conditions like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults eating fast food at least twice a week gained an average of 9.2 pounds over a year, compared to just 2 pounds for those who rarely ate it. Fast food is loaded with saturated and trans fats, which are particularly harmful. Saturated fats, found in burgers and fried items, raise LDL, bad cholesterol, slowing your body's ability to burn energy efficiently. Trans fats, often used in frying oils and processed baked goods, are even worse. They not only increase LDL, but also lower HDL, good cholesterol, doubling the risk to your heart. The Food and Drug Administration banned artificial trans fats in 2018, but small amounts still linger in some fast food items due to partially hydrogenated oils. These fats contribute to weight gain by disrupting metabolism. A 2020 study in obesity showed that diets high in saturated and trans fats reduced fat oxidation, the process of burning fat for energy, by up to 15%, leading to faster fat accumulation. For older adults whose metabolism naturally slows with age, this effect is amplified, making weight gain almost inevitable with regular fast food consumption. Then there's the sugar. Fast food isn't just burgers and fries. It's also sugary sodas, milkshakes, and desserts. A large soda can contain 70 grams of added sugar, nearly twice the American Heart Association's daily limit of 36 grams for men and 25 grams for women. Refined sugars spike insulin levels, which over time can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Insulin resistance also promotes fat storage, particularly in the abdomen. The National Institutes of Health explains that insulin resistance impairs glucose metabolism, causing excess calories to be stored as fat rather than used for energy. A 2019 study in Diabetes Care found that adults over 60 who consumed high-sugar diets, including fast food beverages, had a 27% higher risk of developing obesity and diabetes compared to those with lower sugar intake. Why fast food feels less filling? Fast food is designed to be eaten quickly, but it often leaves you hungry soon after. Why? It's low in fiber and protein, which promotes satiety. A typical fast food meal has less than 5 grams of fiber, compared to 15 to 20 grams in a balanced home-cooked meal with vegetables and whole grains. Fiber slows digestion, helping you feel full longer, while protein signals your brain to stop eating. Without these, it's easy to overeat. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that meals low in fiber and protein led to 20% higher calorie intake compared to nutrient-dense meals. As participants felt less satisfied, for older adults who may already struggle with appetite regulation due to age-related changes, this can lead to unintentional overeating and steady weight gain. The obesity ripple effect. Obesity isn't just about weight till it's a gateway to other health issues. Excess body fat strains your heart, joints, and organs, increasing the risk of hypertension, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) notes that obesity affects over 40% of US adults over 60, with fast food consumption being a major driver. Obese older adults are 30% more likely to develop heart disease and 50% more likely to face mobility issues, impacting their quality of life. So, what can you do? Start by cutting back on fast food frequency. If you eat it twice a week, try dropping to once or every other week. When you do indulge, choose smaller portions, like a single patty burger, instead of a doubler opt for grilled items over fried. Pair your meal with a side salad or fruit to boost fiber and satiety. In the next section, we'll explore how fast food's high sodium content can spike your blood pressure and strain your heart. Here's a jaw-dropping fact. A single fast food hamburger can pack up to 1,500 milligrams of sodium, almost the entire daily limit recommended for adults over 60. Fast foods, sky-high salt content, combined with its unhealthy fats, makes it a major culprit in high blood pressure, a condition that hits older adults especially hard. Sodium's role in hypertension. Sodium, abundant in fast food, is a key driver of high blood pressure or hypertension. When you consume too much sodium, your body retains water to dilute it, increasing blood volume and forcing your heart to pump harder. This raises pressure on your artery walls, damaging them over time. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium daily, with an ideal limit of 1,500 milligrams for older adults or those with hypertension. Yet, a single fast food meal like a burger, fries, and a drink can easily exceed 2,000 milligrams. The CDC reports that 70% of the sodium in American diets comes from processed and restaurant foods, with fast food being a top contributor. For example, a large order of fries can contain 500 to 700 milligrams of sodium, while a fast food hot dog might have 1,000 milligrams, equivalent to 4 packets of instant ramen seasoning. Regular consumption adds up, putting constant strain on your cardiovascular system. Why older adults are vulnerable. As we age, our blood vessels become less elastic, and our kidneys are less efficient at excreting excess sodium. This makes older adults particularly sensitive to high sodium diets. The National Institutes of Health explains that after age 60, even small increases in sodium intake can cause significant blood pressure spikes. A 2020 study in hypertension found that adults over 60 who consumed high sodium diets had a 35% higher risk of developing hypertension compared to those with lower intake. Hypertension is no minor issue. It forces your heart to work harder, increasing the risk of heart failure, heart attacks, and strokes. The CDC notes that 65% of US adults over 60 have high blood pressure, and fast food's sodium load is a major factor. Left uncontrolled, hypertension can also damage blood vessels in the eyes and kidneys, leading to vision loss or kidney disease. Fast foods' high content of saturated and trans fats compounds the problem. These fats raise LDL cholesterol, which forms plaques in arteries, narrowing them and further elevating blood pressure. A 2019 study in The Lancet found that diets high in saturated fats increased arterial stiffness by 10 to 15% in older adults, making it harder for blood vessels to expand and contract. This double whammy, sodium plus bad fats, creates a perfect storm for cardiovascular damage. Beyond sodium, fast food contains preservatives like nitrites and phosphates, which can harm blood vessels. Sodium nitrite, used in hot dogs and deli meats, helps preserve color and flavor, but has been linked to endothelial dysfunction, where blood vessels lose their ability to relax properly. A 2021 study in Circulation research found that high nitrite intake was associated with a 20% higher risk of hypertension in adults over 60. Phosphates, found in processed cheeses and sodas, can stiffen arteries and strain the heart, according to research from the American College of Cardiology. To put this in perspective, imagine your arteries as flexible garden hoses, smoothly delivering blood. Now picture those hoses stiffening and narrowing due to sodium, fat, and preservatives, forcing your heart to pump harder. Over time, this stress can lead to serious complications. The American Heart Association warns that uncontrolled hypertension doubles the risk of stroke and increases heart failure risk by 50% in older adults. You don't have to swear off fast food entirely, but smart choices can help. Check nutrition information. Many chains post sodium content online or in store. Opt for low sodium options, like grilled chicken sandwiches or salads with dressing on the side. At home, balance fast food days with low sodium meals, like steamed vegetables or homemade soups. In the next section, we'll dive into the hidden preservatives in fast food and their long-term risks. Many people think fast food's biggest problem is its grease and calories. But there's a less obvious threat lurking in every bite: preservatives. These chemicals, used to extend shelf life and enhance flavor, can pose serious risks for older adults, from kidney strain to increased cancer risk. Common preservatives in fast food. Let's break down the main culprits. Sodium nitrite, found in hot dogs, bacon, and deli meats, preserves color and prevents bacterial growth. While effective, it's been linked to health concerns. The World Health Organization classifies processed meats containing nitrites as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning they're known to cause cancer, particularly colorectal cancer. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular consumption of nitrite-preserved meats increased colorectal cancer risk by 18% in adults over 60. Next up are BHA, butylated hydroxyanisole, and BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene. Antioxidants used in fried foods, snacks, and packaging. These compounds prevent oils from going rancid, but may disrupt hormonal balance. The National Toxicology Program notes that high doses of BHA and BHT caused tumors in animal studies, raising concerns about long-term human exposure. While fast food levels are within FDA limits, older adults with slower detoxification processes may be more vulnerable to cumulative effects. Inorganic phosphates, found in processed cheeses, sodas, and sauces, are another concern. They enhance texture and flavor, but can disrupt calcium balance, stressing the kidneys and heart. A 2019 study from Johns Hopkins University found that diets high in phosphates were associated with a 25% higher risk of premature death in adults over 60. particularly those with kidney or heart issues. Why older adults are at risk. Aging affects your body's ability to process these chemicals. Your liver and kidneys, responsible for detoxifying and excreting preservatives, become less efficient after age 60. This can lead to a buildup of harmful compounds, increasing inflammation and oxidative stress. A 2021 study in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults with high exposure to food additives had 15% higher levels of inflammatory markers, which contribute to heart disease and cognitive decline. Preservatives also interact with other fast food components. For example, nitrites combined with high sodium intake can amplify blood vessel damage, while phosphates paired with saturated fats increase arterial calcification. The American College of Cardiology warns that these synergistic effects are particularly dangerous for older adults with existing health conditions. The long-term consequences. Over time, preservatives can contribute to serious health issues. Beyond cancer and heart risks, they may affect cognitive health. A 2022 study in neurology linked high intake of processed foods, including those with preservatives, to a 20% higher risk of cognitive impairment in adults over 65. This is especially concerning for older adults who are already at risk for age-related memory decline. Kidney health is another worry. Phosphates and sodium strain the kidneys, which are critical for filtering toxins. The National Kidney Foundation notes that older adults with high phosphate intake are 30% more likely to develop chronic kidney disease, which affects 38% of the good news? You can enjoy convenient meals without the preservative overload. Swap fast food for healthier options like a homemade turkey sandwich with fresh veggies or a yogurt parfait with fruit and nuts. If you're eating out, choose fast casual chains that emphasize fresh ingredients, like salads or grilled proteins, and ask for sauces on the side to reduce additives. Check labels for terms like nitrite-free or no artificial preservatives when buying packaged foods. At home, prepare quick meals to rival fast food's convenience. Batch-cook grilled chicken or roasted vegetables for easy assembly during the week. Snack on unsalted nuts, fresh fruit, or air-popped popcorn instead of fast food fries or chips. These choices cut preservatives while boosting nutrition. In our final section, we'll wrap up with a heartfelt message and actionable steps to protect your health. Fast food isn't inherently evil as convenient, tasty, and part of life for many. But for those over 60, it's crucial to understand its risks and take control of your choices. You don't need to give up every drive-through trip, but small, smart changes can protect your heart, mind, and vitality for years to come. Let's recap the key points. First, fast foods, high calories, bad fats, and sugars drive obesity, setting the stage for diabetes and heart disease. Second, its sodium and unhealthy fats spike blood pressure, straining your heart and blood vessels. Third, preservatives like nitrites and phosphates pose hidden risks from cancer to kidney damage, especially for older adults. You have the power to make a difference. Start by reading nutrition labels at fast food restaurants. Choose items with lower sodium and fewer additives. Balance fast food meals with home-cooked dishes packed with vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. The National Institutes of Health emphasizes that cutting processed food intake by just 20% can lower heart disease risk by 15% in older adults. That's a change you can feel, whether it's more energy for a walk with loved ones or the peace of mind that comes with caring for your body. Here's your call to action. Take one step today to eat smarter. Swap a fast food meal this week for a homemade alternative, like a grilled chicken salad or a veggie wrap. Share this video with a friend or family member because health is a gift we can give each other. And if you found this helpful, hit subscribe and the bell icon for more science-backed tips to thrive in your 60s and beyond. Drop a comment with one healthy swap you're excited to try. Your heart deserves it, and so do you.